So pretty much, so it was like very cold outside, but we still had some resident power. But then the fish didn't have, they couldn't, you know, their oxygen wasn't circulating. They didn't have heat pumps, right? So they started to get cold, and the power was coming in and off. And so what we did was we devised a method to, they would fill up the water bags, like Ziploc bags with hot water, since the water heater was gas, and put them in the fish tank to heat them and insulate it with blankets. So that worked. But then the second day, it got to negative in Celsius, like negative 10, negative 8, something like that. Or it was like, and so it was like, which was like 7 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. But yeah, I got really cold. So then the fish got so cold that we were like about to take them, but we couldn't because the roads, you can't leave, right? We have no infrastructure in Texas to salt the roads or clear the ice and snow, so we can't leave anywhere. So the fish were stuck here at this point. They're rotating. We formed like a Ziploc chain bag, like a daisy link, doing Ziploc bags to the fish for hours at a time. We get little spurts of power. We had a time when we could cook food, and then at what point it got to like, it got to 40 degrees, which was like, what even is that in Celsius?
That's like 1 degrees or something?
Yeah, it got to like 1 degree Celsius inside while it was negative like 8 outside, you know?
Yeah, that's...
And so on Tuesday night, I literally couldn't even like sleep. I couldn't sleep because it was so cold. I was like double layered up. I was in blankets with like I was in blankets in my bed. I just could not sleep. It was pitch black. It was cold. We were rotating Ziploc baggies for the fish in between power. We had to choose. We had like an hour to cook food each day to like hopefully.
You actually
did you learn any like survival tricks? Like, did you learn like anything about like making terracotta heaters?
No, we did not. That would not have helped. I mean, luckily though, we were able to.
No, a terracotta heater would have. They can get really warm.
Is it still off-season review? It should. Oh wait, it might still be. Let me update the information. Should be updated now.
Blizzcon watch party, but we're not excited.
Yeah.
LOL W.
So yeah, it was bad. And I would have preferred to have power the whole time versus water, because I would have been perfectly fine boiling snow to flush the toilets, and I wasn't planning to take a shower anyways. I took my first like real shower and shaved today. I shaved off like a like a caveman beard I was using to insulate my face, and showered all the grime off me today. And I was also worried my shower drain froze, but I had to unclog it with a plunger, so it worked out. Luckily, it didn't freeze. I had none of my pipes burst either because I've been running the taps also, but my next door neighbors had issues. Trill, who still lives in downtown Dallas, showed this video of like the apartments in downtown Dallas were like a waterfall in the middle of this because all the pipes and sprinkler systems had burst and they were flowing down onto each balcony below it like some sort of, and like it was Niagara Falls, and it's like 0 degrees outside, so it's all like luckily not freezing while it's moving, but it's a fucking disaster. So I got really lucky. Not my house survived, but it was cold. We kept the fish alive. And honestly, I'm just gonna like, I don't know what I want to do. I was getting close to the point where I was just like, well, this is it, huh?
For those of you looking for an update on Overwatch.
Yes.
That's us.
Yes. Yes. Me?
Into the development of Overwatch 2.
Yep.
Over on their dedicated channel. Right after the conclusion of opening ceremonies.
Oh.
There.
Okay. So I have to swap to the play Overwatch, but after this is done, though, right? After this is done, right?
Including.
Fucking Alliance player.
We can go on YouTube if you want.
I'm already on Twitch, so.
Alright. Well, that was easiest. Zug.
I mean, this is a cute animation, for sure. But I can't help but be like, where's the new shit? Where's the new shit? Where's the Overwatch shit? Where's anything new? Anything.
I thought you said nudity. So where's the nudity?
Where is Soldier's penis? Where is it?
Cocker.
Your death will.
This is kind of gatchy groaning.
The art style of this reminds me of like Alien Hominid. Did anyone ever play that game? No. Or like, or maybe even like Castle Crashers a bit, but definitely like Alien Hominid.
Castle Crashers, yeah. You can get this StarCraft like visual pack where it turns it into cartoons like this. I don't know how people play like that, but it's pretty cute.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I thought that was like a thumb or something.
Strike with great vengeance.
Among Us? Among Us?
Warcraft.
Yeah. Whoa. Guys, look at all these games we used to make. Take a look.
Burning Crusade.
Prepared.
Oh, he's dead.
He's fucking dead, bro.
Hungers for your soul.
Frostmourne Pog.
He's fucking dead, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa, look at him. Cataclysm.
Said the line, Pagman.
Your time has come.
I don't remember this in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it happened. Wait, where's Pandaland? Oh, they just stipped StarCraft to me. They were like, yeah, we're gonna stop.
Oh my god. Been murdered.
Wait, oh my god, he's dead. I love Rainer's voice lines for that.
Wait, where's... Oh, Diablo 3.
No,
So
Diablo
Overwatch is
3.
next, right?
No.
Where you at?
Pandaria's next, I think.
They're doing it now.
They're doing it in like chronological order.
Strange.
Alright.
Strange.
Oh, Hearthstone.
Overwatch is next, right, guys? Is Overwatch
guys.
next?
You're ready.
Right, guys?
What? Where is it? Mod check.
Mod check Overwatch?
Overwatch?
Well, Heroes of the Storm was right before Overwatch, though, right?
Yeah,
so
so
it
Overwatch
would
is
be right
next.
after this.
Oh, there it is!
There it is! There we are! There we are! There we are! There we are! That's us! That's us! There we are! Yes! That's us!
We did it!
Yes!
In the groove.
Why are we the dumbest of the groups?
We are the most prepared. Look at
Why are they most of the Papega collab?
Piece of cake.
There's six symmetric turrets incoming. Wait, what? They just killed us. Wait, is that it?
Wait,
They
this
just built
represents
Overwatch.
Blizzard
They
killing.
actually just-
This represents Blizzard not making any new games. They're done
They actually
developing.
just-
That's the end of it. That's the end of Blizzard, guys. It's
They
only
just built
remastered and
Overwatch.
demastered from here.
God, they really painted us out us to be the dumbest ones, huh? Holy moly. Most derpy ones.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dumb for expecting news? No. I mean, look at our title. We don't have any new. We're not expecting anything here. We're just hoping to see one morsel of
Okay,
to fuel
alright,
my
here we go.
copium.
Wait. Behind the scenes of Overwatch 2. Let's go. Overwatch? Jeff!
Welcome everybody.
Jeff!
to
Wait, he shaved his
BlizzCon.
beard!
We know
Oh,
that you
sad.
all
He's lost his
want
power.
to hear
He's lost
more
his
Beard
about
gone.
Overwatch 2. Allow us to invite
Overwatch
you
2.
behind the scenes.
Oh, gameplay!
to explain
Gameplay!
more of what we're doing and why.
Everybody, please hit record. Fingers crossed. We lost Scott.
It's off to a good start.
Wait, notice how it was Kings Row? They're about to announce Kings Row Remastered.
Kings Row 2.
Kings Row
One of the
2.
best teams that I have ever worked with.
I'm nervous.
And I am so proud of the progress that we have
Demastered
made
Pog
together.
you. Pog you,
Really like
demastered.
stylized drop down.
Imagine that it's coming forward, boom, boom. This
We're
starts to
bringing
set.
goats back.
The scale and the scope of this game have meant that we've needed to
That's
grow
the only
substantially.
update. Ghost
Have we had to
Remastered.
do-
It's just a single. It is a like brand new version of the game.
Let me
It's all
Overall,
about playing
I
Ghosts.
think we've done
Where's Brick
incredibly
2?
well as a
Oh
team.
my
moving
god,
forward
what a
from-
large dog that was.
Oh my god, you've been so
Okay,
adorable.
There have definitely been challenges, but the team is really putting everything we've got behind this game.
To me, it's the next big step in the Overwatch universe.
So true.
New heroes, game modes, major story
New
beats.
game modes, all the same maps.
And PvE.
Wait, is that a new map I see? New maps? Those are new maps!
All of my friends.
No, it's not because they
We're
announced
always
Toronto
inspired
already.
by
Oh, that's right,
franchise
yeah.
development does with their animated shorts. We really wanted to bring that cinematic
Oh,
experience
Cole's still
into
in the game.
Cole! Wait, that means the game's still good, right? Cole's
Cole's
still in.
God,
I'm
bro.
Cole,
so
that's
geeked out
still
about
in.
Overwatch
That means the
2.
game's good.
I can't wait for
Holy
people to
shit,
play
look at
this
the
game.
skill
It just
trees.
gets better and
Dude,
better.
no memes though. The
There are
graphics
some
actually look
things that
so
we just
sick.
can't
Would you say it's
do
remastered?
without a
The graphics
sequel.
are much better.
Remastered level graphics?
Wait, they just ripped that entire scene from My Hero
thank
Academia.
you so
Fuck these
much
guys.
for your patience so
did they
far.
actually?
And I
Yeah,
hope
there's
you
this
enjoy
fucking
this
scene where they
behind the
use
scenes
someone
look.
who can generate
Overwatch
ice and gets
Day
rocket
with
propelled
tier
by
one.
someone who's like wearing like he has like jets in his legs.
PvP.
PvP.
All of our players at home, they want to see one of the new maps that we've never talked about before.
Wait, new map?
Really? I can just talk about anything that I want
Copium?
to.
Yes.
You're serving this up to the guy that is like unintentionally leaked information in past
I'm pausing.
interviews.
You can do it officially now.
Okay, so one of the maps that I'm most excited for in Overwatch
Rome?
2 is our Rome
Rome?
map.
Rome? Okay, new map. New map. Okay.
Adventure for our players.
Oh my gosh!
What
Yeah, this map looks sick.
Looking map.
We wanted a very
romantic sort of this powerful
It's
feeling of
coming,
old world
Rome.
architecture.
Dude, and with
most
Rome,
exciting thing for me,
they're doing something even more
early
innovative. Where
building
unlike
of
Paris,
these
where they only
maps,
had
where we
one
get to sit
entrance
down
to a
together
point,
with
they're having
people from the
zero
environment,
entrances to
level
Rome
designers,
first point,
effects.
and that way
We'll
the
spend some
attacking
time
team
talking
just
about
loses.
moments
They
in
just
history
lose
that
when
we
they
want to
load
see,
into the game.
like the Colosseum.
You're fighting the
or a
Colosseum.
grand
It's actually
view of
all
the hills of
underground.
Rome in the
You're the
backdrop.
gladiators
We'll go
in the
back
pit,
and do a
and you have to make your way up to the sun.
Melee
concept
heroes
painting of certain
only.
things based on that.
We try to draw inspiration from as many
that's a
different
really cool
sources as
Colosseum.
possible.
They
For
could actually
example,
add in
one of our
like
environment artists had just taken a trip
if they win a
to
season
Rome,
of Overwatch League.
and
And
he
just keep
returned
populating.
with thousands of pictures and was
Yeah,
so
we don't need that yet.
excited
Yeah, why are we seeing his
to work
vacation photos?
on a
Like-
map set in Italy.
There's a lot of ancient architecture in Rome that represents the empire that it used to be. So we brought some of that back. Some of the things that are destroyed in real life, we kind of rebuilt in a kind of an Overwatch style.
It's one of the most beautiful pieces of
That'd be cool if they
environment
had,
art
like, an
that I
internet
think
box
we've
statue or
made
something.
for the entire
Yeah.
game, and it just absolutely took my breath away.
This might be for the new game mode, you know, the push.
Oh, maybe.
Can we reveal more maps?
Yeah.
Yes.
More
Scott-
maps?
Scott, why don't you have the honor? Why don't you reveal like
New
is there an
content?
Artified, like let's pick an artified one.
Game.
I know what map I want to talk about. It's the one that I just get
What?
super excited about.
Wait,
New York
New
City.
York?
New York.
New York City.
New York.
is
New York City.
just An amazing
Dude, Slasher's
Overwatch
totally
location.
gonna make a tweet over this, an engagement bait
We're
tweet
really
over this
striving
now.
to make it
100%.
as authentic as possible while still putting this Overwatch spin on it.
There's a lot of amazing buildings and architecture pieces that just, especially for artists, stands
Yes,
out a
I'm
lot.
so excited
and
to
it
get these
usually
in
uses kind of
2023.
Art Deco style from
I think it'd
the
be funny if
1920s,
there's like a
1950s.
bombed out portion of
We
modern New
started
York,
in
and
an
it's
area
like
that's a little bit like the village. There's some smaller shops there.
There's a
There's a
he's like,
fire
wait, this is
station,
where I
little
lived.
pizza places, and things that people that are familiar with New York City will either recognize or maybe
This
see
is a
the
payload.
reference that
It's
we're
definitely
trying
a
to make
payload,
with some
right,
of our
based off that
different
checkpoint?
locations.
Well,
It
looks
feels
like
like
a
something
payload.
you haven't seen in
It's
other
hard
games
to
before because it's
Ah.
uniquely
Is
Overwatch.
it? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Oh, they're
one of
all
these maps
push?
isn't a deathmatch?
Well,
They
we
could all
should
be
move
push.
on, otherwise, we just
if
have
Rome
to
was just a
reveal
deathmatch.
more maps. So
You have the box.
we were talking
Push, I
about
don't think.
PvP, and you know, one thing that I think is really interesting about PvP
Sorry,
in
fix that
Overwatch 2 is some of the philosophical changes we're making to the approach.
PvP feels different and new. We're upgrading our combat feel. The
The
roles
roles?
are playing differently.
What do they do
It
to the
comes
roles?
all new maps.
What do they do to
It's
the
a
roles?
Pretty big departure.
Now there's only
from
one
where
role,
we are
support.
on live right now. So
They're
I
bringing
can't wait
back-
to see.
They're
where
like,
we
we have
end up with
finally,
it
we
by
have
the time
balanced the
launch this
game.
thing.
No longer role locking anymore.
Dude, imagine.
We're also experimenting
Imagine.
with the idea we call
Role
role
passives.
passives, which
Huh?
are passive
Huh?
abilities that a hero can have based on what role they are. For example, currently in our internal builds, the tank heroes all have knockback reduction against them, and they also generate less ultimate charge for enemies that are shooting at them. Damage dealing heroes.
Wait,
have
they
a weak
generate
speed
less
bonus,
ult
which is
charge
great
from
for
people
playing
shooting
around the
them?
map.
You get less ult charge from shooting tanks?
Heroes have
Yes,
automatic healing that kicks in after they have
Wait,
to take
they-
damage
they
for a
gave
while,
DPS
very similar to Mercy's passive, but a
DPS
little
move
bit of a lower
faster
rate.
now? What?
One of the more
Oh,
shocking
no.
changes that we've been exploring
moving
in
even
Overwatch
faster.
2
No.
PvP is it changed the tank role entirely. That's applied to all of the tanks. We want to try to make them more toe-to-toe brawlers and less characters that just stand back and protect other people.
Wait, the DPS are not gonna like this. The DPS are not gonna like this.
Aggressively and
You
more
get
often.
too far
Also, his
straight. Oh,
charge,
no.
He's able to cancel it now, and you can steer it more aggressively, so you can, not quite turn a corner, but you can definitely more accurately hit targets.
Oh, he's
and
drifting.
Because you can cancel it, it allows you to use it much more aggressively and really go after the targets. Without
Wait!
feeling like you're gonna sacrifice
Wait, Harry Butcher! Harry Butcher's back! Harry Butcher's back, guys! He's fucking back!
Reaches full arsenal more often than
and Bumper!
the guy with a shield.
Bumper's coming back for Overwatch 2.
Changes to Reinhardt that we're trying, and they might not shift. That's just the reality. But the changes that we're trying right now are to try to embrace
map
more
window.
weapons.
All right, they're about to get map 2 windows.
When they want to play a big burly character that looks aggressive and feels like it should be aggressive.
Dude, I already know the DPS players are fucking shitting themselves. They're shitting themselves right now. DPS, like, you know, KSP and Nero are about, and Dante are about to make some mad
really
tweets on
work
Twitter.
On what happens when a player holds the trigger?
We're putting a ton of effort into looking at all of our characters and trying to give them even a more visceral weapon feel.
From sound to VFX to animation to the design of these units.
How long till the Samito rant?
For a lot of our weapons in the game, and a whole new sound system that's driving it. And we didn't just level up a unit, we leveled up the rest of the game.
Wait, what the fuck? Sojourn's gun is cool.
When we first started working on Overwatch, we spent quite a bit of time working on gunfire sounds and just general combat feel to make it feel really awesome. We're revisiting pretty much everything. Nothing's off the table, so we're looking at even kind of small things such as quick melee attacks that every hero has. So they have kind of
new
quick
melee
a new kind of feel and visual effect when you hit things.
Oh, she gets like knocked out.
Okay. For Overwatch 2 is what we're calling our Weapon 2.0 Sound Pass. What this is a big overhaul to the weapon systems in the game. That means the way the gun feels in your hands. You could feel the ammo running out as you're getting lower on the clip. We've really tried to amplify those sounds to better encapsulate the gameplay and the gunplay that comes with Overwatch 2.
Oh god, it actually sounds like a revolver.
It sounds
Another key for the
weapon
is getting them to feel like they're in the environment. This meant working with convolution reverb. It's a new system that we've implemented into Overwatch. It's a way that we can capture the acoustics of an environment and transport it onto the sounds that we're using. So we went and captured tales of guns in different environments through our weapon shoots.
Oh shit. Okay.
What you don't see is like Overwatch 1 is a physical manifestation in that hole.
This is where Jeff got all his anger out on you guys from the forums. Jeff would come here and just fucking blast a 50 cal.
Support a lot more environments. Now we're sporting outdoor,
what? That's so sick.
Urban
That's really
outdoor,
cool. Wait.
Warehouse tales.
That is cool.
Tight tunnels, small rooms.
Is this gonna physically blow up my ears like an actual gun too? Like that fires and I'm deafened?
The shooters
It's
on
like
there
the
has evolved
Battlefield
a lot
stuff where
since
they
Overwatch
like
1 came out.
sample like
On
all
top
the
of that,
weapons.
I think we really want to push the visceral nature of how we do combat. So we focused a lot, not just on wonderful
this
sound
fucks
effects,
so
but
hard.
also with how the gun moves.
This
as you
fucks
shoot.
hard.
You know, so you can really feel every single shot leaving the chamber. And there's a lot of subtle little tweaks we have to do on the gameplay engineering side to make that feel very visceral. Everything from making sure that the camera shakes are crisp, making sure that if you get shot, you know exactly these tight indicators show up on the outside of your reticle. All these things play into making the game feel not just tight and responsive, but also modern and up to date. Take 76, for example. What we wanted to do in Overwatch 2 with his weapon was to make it really feel incredibly powerful, and that happens with a bunch of different elements that mix together.
Oh, no, I
but
thought
it really feels like the gun is almost just outside of your control. A lot of that comes down to this camera shake technology, where every time you fire the weapon, you want to feel like it's running through your entire body.
He's got
and the
that
camera
whip,
shake gives that
work in progress.
Shot out of the chamber. It makes him feel really great.
You guys got a sneak peek of Sojourn from last BlizzCon. She's been under development for quite a while, and she's actually quickly at this point become a lot of people's
She's just like
favorites
second
in-house.
soldier, it seems
When
like.
we look back
It's
at
pretty
what
good.
was originally created,
Third
there's a
soldier.
lot of heroes
Oh,
that were
that's
made
right.
from a gameplay standpoint kind of surrounding a weapon type. For example, Pharah was based on a rocket launcher hero. Widowmaker is clearly like kind of the sniper. We thought
that Widow sound. That Widow sound
that would be a lot of fun to play with, and that's a railgun.
Railgun.
It's so much fun to playtest to have this.
Wait, LG railguns? Boomers? Quake boomers? Quake boomers? Quake boomers to unite? Everyone, crack open your Monster Zero sugar.
We're still exploring new game modes.
He's about to pass out. He's about to pass out.
And we're also reevaluating older game modes that people are more critical of. You know, we're of the mindset maybe 2CP doesn't exist in Overwatch 2.
Doesn't exist?
A new cool game mode that replaces it. We really want Overwatch 2 to feel like
they just removed Paris and wait, this is a preview. Removing Horizon Lunar Colony in Paris, they're just removing the game modes entirely. They're just done with them. They're just removing them ahead of time.
Of the original game. This is an evolution and a replacement to the original game, and I think it's exciting.
Wait, hero missions PvE?
This is PvE, right?
Hero missions are probably one of the things that's the hardest to wrap your head around if you've never.
The Combine. This is the whoever gets the highest leaderboard score on Hero missions, they get into the Overwatch League Combine.
Oh, you want to get a mayhem?
What's your hero mission score?
Experience. I personally only play competitive mode. Like I'm all about that competition. And I have friends that they don't want to do that at all. So I'm really looking forward to a game that I can play hours and hours with.
I like how the
my
robots
friends who
look in
aren't
this though.
competitive, and it's also something that I'm interested in.
I'll admit that
hero missions are the content that people are playing as they are leveling up their heroes, and so for a system like this to really sing, you need a lot of missions. We don't want players to feel like they're just in this grind to get to the top.
And there's a lot of really good back-end technology.
Wait, did Reinhardt just shatter the entire ground around him in that clip?
And some light storage.
Imagine if that was the other Reinhardt buff. He has a 360 shatter.
The goal is to make as many as possible, hundreds of hero missions. We've explored a lot of different ways of getting to that much content. Still have like different sets of enemy units that people will be fighting against, and there's different hero mission types. At the same time, hero missions can take place in all of the multiplayer maps that we've done, and we're also adding new spaces.
Okay. Oh, Kings Row. This is
maps.
Kings Row 2!
Kings Row 2! Remastered Kings Row!
It's a huge challenge for the art team. We take maps that a lot of people love and recognize, and we have to add a lot more art and level design to it.
A lot more art. They're just moving boxes around.
We came up to an area in Kings Row that usually has a gate on it. Suddenly that gate opened, and I saw a new area of Kings Row that I had never seen before.
Yeah, it was there.
You may be playing a payload game type.
Ah, of course. It was DRM.
This new route instead of going the usual route.
That was really, really cool. It was like this eye-opening special moment.
Oh, what? The weather?
Weather effects?
Oh my,
tech
that's
artists
crazy.
On the environment side, very early on our own free
Wait,
time,
but is this can't be. Imagine you're playing Anubis.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, imagine you're playing Anubis and you can't see. Your graphics can't handle it. Like you literally cannot see.
We absolutely have to
RNG,
do this.
So we put some new technology in place that allows us to do this dynamically.
What if that was what if that was the new like heroes they added? They had heroes that could like put out umbrellas for the team, or they could have like they could put up little tents, and you could survive. You could survive the winter.
There's a
Fortnite,
sunset,
yeah,
daytime, nighttime.
We added building
but
to the game.
depending on where you are in the world, these look different. California or Hollywood would have what we call a California sun. Nubani, there's a great African sun that happens there. You sort of get a sense of
Dude, for everyone that, for all the 10 people in the world that have
brings
ray
the
tracing,
levels
they're
to
gonna
life.
love this game.
Yeah.
For all
For me,
10
the
people
dynamic
that have
was
got a new
exciting.
graphics
Seeing
card,
these
they're gonna love
dramatic
this.
landscapes, the wind and the atmosphere blowing by. It's a much more cinematic experience for the player.
Before you start a mission, you look at a map. It's nighttime in Necropolis, or there's a sandstorm in Necropolis. Players can make some comp choices based on knowing this information. Characters like Hanzo or Widowmaker start to be a little more valuable because they have abilities that allow them to see through the sand more clearly.
the winner sounds.
I mean, I feel like that would be interesting, but like surely it can't be enough to where the weather effects are impact the PvE game like that. That would be pretty weird if they did.
Being asked
pretty wild.
to do different things from one hero mission to the next, so that they all feel
a hero that can plant trees and combat
For example, we
deforestation.
have Gather and Return, where you're trying to go and grab these different canisters to kind of safeguard them so they don't go off.
Oh, I love fetch quests. One, you can always count on Blizzard to put in fetch quests.
Where on the one hand, you're trying to split up and go grab all these canisters to be as efficient as possible, but at the same time, now you're having these sort of special enemy units spawn that are really difficult, and if you kind of get caught by yourself, it turns into a pretty bad situation really quickly, and it feels extremely cooperative and like a very different way to interact with the Overwatch universe.
We're experimenting with all sorts of
Wait, what is that? Is that
just internally we have names like
the Fortnite Death.
Wait, it's actually the fucking zone.
Kill quests and all these new
the actual zone
and enemies for people to experience. Players will be able to
air
jump
shot?
in night after night, play different hero missions, and then work through the progression system, leveling up their heroes.
Overwatch Warzone.
Brigitte! Wait, give me Brigitte gameplay. Give me Brigitte gameplay.
At BlizzCon in 2019, we started to talk about progression, and we showed the very early version of our talent system, which I think was really cool. We had that one talent where like May became the rolling stone.
Oh, okay.
Really blown
Imagine if that was May's new ult in PvP.
I'm really excited about talents.
Where she just rolled you down.
So many different
she was
ways.
just a big boulder.
You can have fun every night doing different things and kind of experimenting.
Yeah, the talent system is like really deep, really cool, and rich, and
guys,
every
this is why
single
Diablo's
hero
not
has
released yet.
different
it's
trees.
the Diablo
You
team
might
started working
open up
on
76
the
Yeah.
and
They
as
moved
you're
over all the
leveling
Diablo
and picking
game
new
designers over to
talents,
Overwatch.
You're starting to feel your hero change. We've had some pretty hilarious versions of the healing one where his biotic field travels with him. It also repulses enemies. We called it the snowplow build, where 76 is like running through space.
Wait, what?
Designing these is super fun because it's like we get to break all the rules that we've sort of established for
I
ourselves.
hope this. Yeah, the guys, don't worry. This is all PvP. Wait, she's shooting?
Junkrat can dual wield.
Mercy becomes an AC 130.
Mercy be able to area effect res the whole team at once at super long range.
Wait, what? Look how long that res is!
Kind of like mad scientists making all this stuff.
She was like on the other side of the map!
These kind of kinetic weapons like Soldier 76's rifle or fire attack like what Reinhardt's Flame Strike does. As soon as you start to mutate these things with talents,
it's PvE, who cares?
You
never know. You never know.
Junkrat, a bunch of crazy opportunities.
The animations
you never know.
show them freezing and shattering. And if you shock someone with a lightning attack, they can shake in place and stun, maybe chain to other enemies. All sorts of stuff to make you feel like you're controlling the battlefield in novel ways.
Wait, as a huge RPG nerd myself, the first time I opened up the talent tree systems, it was like, oh my gosh, this is speaking my love language. Like, I just want to plan and I want to see like where I want to invest.
Oh, you
how
mean
am I gonna play this character.
Yeah, multi
it's so great. Like you start at the bottom of the tree.
I doubt that's gonna be in PvP though.
Like Tracer gets to do.
I do doubt that.
We have 2 fire strikes.
And then you start
they could do like experimental card PvP though, and have a lot of these things in there. That would be pretty cool.
God, that'd be so ridiculous. Just give me May bowling.
Or like an arcade game mode for
it. Oh my god, think about
when
the
we
shit that
look
can be made
back
in Workshop
at BlizzCon 2019 and we talk about some of the criticisms that we had, one of them as a development team that we felt was that the combat was just not engaging enough. So the fact that our combat wasn't highly engaging to us as players meant that we had a problem with the enemy units and that they just weren't feeling interesting enough.
Just because we show something to the public, it doesn't mean that that is what it's going to be. If we make discoveries where things aren't working how we want, they're not reading how we want, they're not fun enough, we're totally down to reinvestigate, reiterate, and just really find ways to level kind of all aspects of things until they feel good.
I would say a major focus of all of 2020 was to make the null sector enemy units more engaging. And some of this was adding new units and evolving other units that we had.
Interesting combat
it's just
for
PvE
us is
units.
Varied combat for us. So sometimes we're going to ask you to protect something in Overwatch 2. Sometimes we're just going to ask you to get someplace. Sometimes we might ask you to escort something across a map
yeah, maybe some
while
more
it's
fetch
being attacked. And so it's a different type of spawning, and it's a different type of units that are in there, and it's a simpler objective.
There's a lot of units Aaron is talking about. Lots of different units, lots of different types. They serve different purposes. You do different things to them. It's really going to help a lot of us find the fun and make sure that Overwatch 2 is a blast.
One of those sets of enemies is what we internally call objective units. And they're typically units that don't even attack players. The simplest version would be something like the Breacher.
It's 2 legs with this huge bomb on its back. It was built to do one thing.
He's got kind of a dump truck,
march
though,
towards its objective,
and
then it transforms, and the bomb opens up like a flower. It starts spinning and charging up, and you hear this awesome sound.
If they don't
and
give
you know
us
you
at
have
least
a little bit of time before it's going to explode, and you have to take it out.
Just like
literally man versus machine. Well. To be fair, that's what it was already in Overwatch to begin with.
Before, they're little, we call them the chickens, little chicken snares. They run really fast. You know, we have a guy we're training with right now who flies and drops these bombs that create these kind of ever-expanding smoke fields that you have to escape from because they're super deadly. So you really get to use your mobility options to kind of escape that.
There's things like the Polar. You could be moving
is this the
through
smoker from Left 4
these
Dead?
darker alleys, and as soon as you hear that Polar spawn, it suddenly becomes like really spooky and kind of scary.
This very tall, elegant-looking character that's blindfolded.
Kaka.
3 orbs that circle around her as her eyes.
Whoa, there it is.
And we
all right.
basically spun those orbs around her head as a big tell, launched them at the player, and then it activates this tractor beam, and it's bringing you in and bringing you in, and then you get this awesome like anticipation of the hair opening up, so you know what's about to happen.
Wait, what? Oh my god!
One thing we've just recently been experimenting with is this idea of elite units. We didn't want the elite units to feel like they're just, oh, this guy's got double health and double damage. We want to make sure the elite units feel like they have different behaviors and have different attacks. So, for example, an Omnic Grunt, normally just kind of he fires.
Wait, so it makes sense though, because also Xin has no hair.
If you fight elite,
and the other one that could be Zin's wife because she has hair. Xin has no hair.
Why?
They're perfect. That could be Zin's wife, of course.
On the ground towards you, and
it all makes sense lore-wise. It balances out.
If they get to you, they can explode.
Wait, imagine. Okay, so with
artillery
all these
at BlizzCon, we're all just staring at this, and we're like, what are we going to do to level this up?
One of the things we
but Junkenstein's Revenge is the perfect game mode.
Was the damage state.
I also haven't played
intend for players to shoot these guns off, but currently it's not reading as something that can happen in the game easily.
We changed the design, we changed the animation, and we go back and forth and just continually iterate.
We decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna just delete half of these damage states, so now it's super readable.
From an animation standpoint, we decided on the spinning barrel version. Just did this really nice kickback. The tip of the barrel opens up when it's about to fire and shifts into place and boom!
It's really amazing to be fighting an artillery unit, and you can see the guns on the side, and as you're shooting the guns, they're actually visibly taking damage, and then you can blow them off, and it reacts and comes to the side, and really makes you feel like you're there, and it's super fun.
Can you do that in PvP?
Yeah, can you do that in PvP?
Can you shoot one of Reinhardt's legs off?
With fashions in turret form, can you like shoot off the gun?
And we want to make sure that feels responsive and visceral. Really making sure that when they take a hit, it feels like their whole body has been punched.
Oh, they added ragdolls.
That's what really sells this fantasy.
There they go, some ragdoll robots.
One of the cool pieces of technology that we created was what we call chain hit reactions. Oftentimes, you'll find Null Sector bunched up and marching
really
half a dozen.
Wait, that's actually really cool.
You expect if you shoot one, they're going to knock into their buddies. So we make that happen. Turns out it's really fun too.
What? Oh my god!
Holy shit!
I am cooming.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
New hero? New hero? Pause.
One of the things that we showed last year at Blizzcon was the new looks for our heroes. The theory kind of going in was like, you want to preserve the essence of your hero, but also kind of show that.
Wait, is this just redesigned heroes? Are these just remastered?
So
yeah.
We have a lot more.
They're just remastered heroes.
So I'm excited to see how players and fans react to all of the ones that we've done so far.
Maybe we'll share some of those new looks today, which would be cool.
We're gonna reveal
the
Free's new look for Overwatch 2 as well as
Pharah, the fit.
And we're really excited to show off some of our first villains with Reaper and Widowmaker. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit about technical wear, kind of like technical clothing. What that really is using very techie fabrics, as well as having very intricate but functional straps, designed in a way that is very aesthetically pleasing.
Leatherman?
With McCree, we took a couple different approaches.
Yo,
He's got this classic cowboy look that it's really hard to mess with because if you try to make him too sophisticated or too techy, it might not feel right for the character. But as a concept artist, you always want to change things around and try different shapes and silhouettes. So we did identify
This actually is a Kaka movie.
The main thing for McCree. We also tried a couple different things with McCree's cowboy hat. We didn't really want to mess with that too much because that's a very iconic part of him. So that's another piece that we kept. We tried some retro cowboy looks that mixed in some tech here and there.
Imagine
some
the
that were a little
I
bit
like
more
the
techy than
windbreaker
others,
look.
some that were a little bit more classic cowboy. We gave him a little bit of
Where's
a longer
the
beard,
assless chaps,
and it really
McCree?
gives him a nice kind of.
Where's assless chaps, McCree? Where is this?
What's different about
You
Farrah
cowards!
and some of
Add
our other
assless
heroes
chaps,
is
McCree.
Farrah's completely covered in armor. We didn't want to change her silhouette too much. It was more about experimenting on different colors, so it felt really appropriate for her to be the one to harken back to those original Overwatch colors of white and blue. One of the things that we wanted to update on Farrah was her visor. Instead of being completely opaque and reflective, we tried a little bit more of a transparent approach and being able to see through it a little bit now.
I would say that's not like a huge difference.
Some more of her emotions.
Reaper
was actually
Wait, Reaper's actually so edgy.
Because I could see a lot of potential in how.
Yeah, I want to see the Genji with the hood. The Genji with the hood was
cowl
sick.
and his armor and how we can make all those shapes really sing within that classic.
It's a Reaper Friday.
Silhouette. We tried a couple takes with the first
that
pass.
middle one's actually kind of
completely silver.
No, dude, I like that. I like the middle one a lot.
Reaper's mask is obviously pretty
Hot
sacred
topic,
to us, but the thing you'll notice immediately is that it's now completely silver instead of the bone white. He's got this like almost like
silver.
He's got wait, he's the Cybertruck. He's actually just the Tesla.
With Widowmaker, we started with the idea stage, exploring a breadth of.
Wait, no! Put this away! Put this away, chat! Don't look!
Treasure Hunter.
Don't look!
One of them made her feel like a classic.
Don't look!
Villain, so we kind of steered it back towards one of the more cyberpunk looking
Don't look,
ones,
chat.
almost like a futuristic.
Too late.
Which is basically what Widowmaker
Too
is.
late.
She even
I'm
feels
looking.
more
No.
upgraded. So I'm super glad that we went down this route. We played with different hairstyles too. Widowmaker has the really long ponytail that's really key part of her look. And we really liked the hairstyle on one of the designs.
Everything. It's too
gray,
late, mother.
It was a really interesting look that also preserves
Actually
Widowmaker's
incredible.
original silhouette with that long ponytail.
We've been working a lot with our Domino engine and making our cloth look better.
Cloth
now that we
tech.
have this cloth tech, we're going to be
can't
able
wait
to
to play PvE so I
make
can
some
dye
really
my
cool, unique
armor.
silhouettes that will help them stand
Guys,
out
you
from
wondered
other
where
heroes.
what's taking so long for Overwatch
We
2,
put a lot of
okay?
time and
Cloth
effort
tech.
into our face rig.
Cloth
What I mean by
tech.
that
You're
is
gonna
we're
know
gonna
if
get
you're wearing
really
felt,
close to these
if you're
characters,
wearing a
and it's
linen,
gonna
if you're
feel
wearing a
really
polyester
cool.
blend,
It is
you're gonna
absolutely
know,
worth the time
okay?
and effort
It's
to invest
gonna
in
change the
technology,
experience.
and that way we can make
wearing
these
change the
characters
experience.
do more things that we haven't really been able to do before.
It's been super exciting working on the new looks for Overwatch 2, and it's just been so inspiring to watch the team try things that we've never tried before.
Show us Genji.
And I just can't wait to show
Not
off
done
more.
yet.
No, he won't show it to you.
Wait, story?
Oh, lore. Lore. The most important part,
Probably
lore.
the largest opportunity we've had since the inception of the franchise
Just wearing the
to
earpiece.
really
Ooh, Lucio.
expand what
Wait, the
Overwatch
frog
even
backpack.
means to
That's
our
sick.
players.
Wait, what if they released
In
that? I'd buy
Zero
that.
Hour, we saw that some of the heroes
When they play
got back
sound as well.
together, but we're also seeing that there seems to
Jaws can
be
put
a
his
second
marine tank in
huge
the backpack.
Omnic
Calm
uprising.
down, bro. I'll wear that.
We're gonna learn who's behind that uprising, why that's happening, how globally spread.
I
is
didn't
it?
know they had any lore.
The story
Really?
and franchise
That's I
development
think you're in the. I think you might be.
they were
I
really
think you're in
the
the wrong
torchbearers
game.
of
I mean,
what
yeah.
the
I
big
don't know.
story
Kinda
is
big.
that we were going to tell for this game.
You really,
We
bro?
have a lot of interaction
Really?
with them. They're
Really,
working
Albert?
on in-game cinematic intros and
Default Zen.
outros for every one of our story missions.
It's been really great to see this collaboration
Just
grow and
keep
develop.
demastered
The story is
him.
just a little more integrated into our missions than it
That's
ever
what a
really
Jonak
has
model.
been before. All the available heroes get dialogue for a given mission. We have NPCs.
They get dialogue.
We have multiple hero choices.
We have all
Oh,
sorts
graphic.
of events that are happening
That's
that are
demastered
inviting
Overwatch.
players
Is this the sto-
to interact with each other
Yeah, this is story
or
stuff.
parts of the
Story stuff.
environment
This is
or
all
other
story.
characters.
Story
the world
plus
of
the
Overwatch
PV is
needs
the
this
same,
bright,
right? I
shiny
assume.
future.
Yeah, it's pretty
so
much the
how do you
same, I
take
think.
that bright, shiny future and create conflict in it? How dark can the world of Overwatch go?
The different challenges that these characters are going to have to overcome in Overwatch 2 are things
I
that
like
they
how they're gonna
haven't
make sure
ever
that there's never gonna
dealt
be
with
like any
before or
human
dealt with
bodies. It
on
will
this
only be
scale.
Omnics.
So what we had to do was literally strip it down to this bare bones of where are these characters in their lives. Overwatch has been disbanded, and now there's a situation where the
Jets?
world's in trouble again, and the world needs the heroes again, but they're not allowed to be doing what they were supposed to be doing.
We started to book these off-site locations.
I hope they
so we
kill
could brainstorm
Winston.
over
Why?
and
Why do you want Winston
versions
dead?
of what the Overwatch
So they can make
2
Mecha
story
Winston
campaign
remastered?
And we basically had these
Remastered
whiteboards
Winston?
that we were carting around everywhere.
The room was filled with whiteboards, and we would just write every day story beats with the characters and who was doing what and
Winston
where. Oh my
2.
gosh, we forgot this character.
We had these giant sticky notes, and each one of them would be a mission with a bunch of notes on it. You know, somebody say, well, what if we moved Rio to the end, and they'd physically grab it off the wall and stick it on the end.
And we did this for a while, you know, until we all felt that it was
give us a
pretty
date.
close to what we wanted.
Please,
Then we could
give
send
us
it
a
to our
date.
writers' rooms. The writers' rooms then had a much clearer direction of where we wanted this process to go.
Too many
Ultimately,
goddamn
we
characters,
come up with
guys.
something that we think is
I don't think
right
I can
for
assure
the
you
game.
Overwatch does not have
And
that
then we
many
pitch it back to
characters
the game
compared to
team,
like
and they point out
League.
anything that,
I would think
we
it'd be
missed.
sick if
And that allows us
Overwatch
to
League
actually
had
back up
bans.
and go and make
But
it right and make it better.
Yeah, we need like
Because the
maybe if we
scale
had
of
like
the
another
story
like
is so
50
huge,
characters,
it
we
takes
can have
place
too
over
many
the
characters.
whole world, basically. It just requires
looks like a
constant
nice new
iteration, constant refinement to make the story as best as we can make it.
My
From
PC
writing,
is gonna
we go to
just
storyboards.
overheat, bro.
The storyboards get crafted with the edit. From there, it'll go to a previs department where they'll start to flesh it out in 3D. Once we've kind of figured out our camera work and our cinematography, that'll then go to the animation department.
There he is.
With the hood.
There's
Genji with the
Genji.
hood.
We end up going
Genji.
right into
Genji
game
with the
engine.
Nikes in the
Oh
hood.
no! What is he doing to the Bastion?
One of our challenges
He's
What
so-
is that?
he's so- oh my
Figure out
goodness.
on the back.
how to integrate this story and this narrative with the gameplay.
So if the
Was Zit
intro
standing
cinematic
up?
ends with this huge
was,
battle,
yeah.
this huge
Oh.
war, when you get into the game, it has to mesh and feel the exact same way and
Finally,
blend
they made him
together.
walk. So he has footsteps and people stop complaining.
We really are
I also
trying to get
love
the
in all
music
these
to
clips,
be
like,
equally
Lucio
as
is never
consistent
wall
from
writing,
in-game
ever.
cinematics straight to
Lucio
the
is
mission.
on the
Adam
ground
Burgess, our
playing,
lead
like,
composer, has been
very
working with the ITC
stationary
team, with the
Lucio.
game team,
You think their
developing
playtesters
themes
can actually
for
play Lucio
all
at a
the
high level?
heroes, all of the
Clearly never
locations.
played with
As
Jaws.
the
You just hear
cinematic
him in the
director,
distance. You hear his
whatever
voice
we're
line from
crafting should never override the gameplay. We want to make sure that the player's experience going from cinematic to the gameplay is seamless and it feels like a
Just
completely
like you.
immersive
Okay.
experience.
No.
The engineers, we have
No.
to find a way to actually make that come to fruition. The choreo tool is a tool that allows people to coordinate different events to happen at the same time. Like in Rio, if you played our demo, one of the buildings explodes. And so
Wait,
that
they
kind of
finally
event
added
needs to happen as you're
demolishing
running
buildings.
by,
What if we had
and you need to
destroyable
have it
environments in
timed,
Overwatch?
because if it blows up too
Battlefield.
early, then you don't see it. It allows
remember
story moments
shit
in
destroying.
missions.
Imagine you want to like push Wait, that's it. Paris, you could just make a new entrance. You can blow open the wall and make a new entrance.
What's
One of the
also
That's so
powerful
smart.
about it is that
Wait,
if
of
somebody has
course.
an idea, they can mock things up
That's
really
it.
quickly.
We got to show the Widowmaker making this awesome introduction. And Casey was able to quickly put a really rough prototype in
Oh,
choreo.
she parkour.
And Philip would come in and on the fly, he's making quick
Widow
changes. They
parkour.
play
Oh
test
my
it.
God.
Something that would normally
Okay,
take
where's Zin
weeks
standing?
was done
What?
in like a matter of days.
Did she just like kick him?
Each story mission has its own custom
wouldn't mind
map
not
built
saying.
for it, and these maps are absolutely
India.
gigantic.
India is one of our
cool.
biggest maps, and it's a fun map because it has a
Wait, they
few
just
story
ran-
beats
just
that
dropped
were
this
taken
map
from
out?
recent
Yeah.
comics and
No, I don't think it's going to
characters
be a
in the
multiplayer
game.
map, right?
I mean, if they're dropping it like this, it's
History
probably
for
not a
each
multiplayer
city,
map.
so that the cities
No,
feel
I think it is.
lived in.
Well, I
And I
don't
think
think
that
the entirety
informs
thing will
the
be, they'll
artists
take a
so that
part of
they
it and
know.
make that
the
Yeah, they
way
might
the
make a
classic
part
has
of it,
been.
yeah.
It's like
Gothenburg
Battlefield where like
was our chance to
depending on
show
the mode,
Torbjorn's
there's certain
workshop.
sections of the
We
map that
created
are
a
like
space that kind of fits his
Right.
height.
Yeah, you're probably
so there were
right.
step ladders and scalable tables. We designed the space as if we were Torbjorn. Molten steel is pouring out of walls. It's pretty epic when you walk into it. Toronto was under siege by Null Sector when the players arrived
A
here.
snowstorm.
Dynamic snowstorm.
Holy
So as you
shit.
make your way
wanna
through
know
the
how-
level,
Wait, that's
the
me!
snow is
That's
slowly
me!
Building up. So
Snowstorm?
by the end, the characters are
I
caught
lived
in this
that.
gigantic snowstorm and they must fight their way through.
In Overwatch 2, we want to give you choice to be able to play this character or that character. So we're designing a lot of systems
breadth.
around how their relationships develop over the course.
Wait, is there gonna be like?
of
Imagine
story
you have like a
missions in the
party loyalty
campaign.
system, or like or you have like Mass Effect like
have a
relationships
cast
with your
of many
characters.
characters all on
Do you
screen,
finally
all
get
at
to
the same
bang
time.
McCree?
And it's fantastic to actually see them
Finally,
all
bro.
interacting and working together in ways that we've never
Finally.
actually seen.
About time.
We've always thought about it and hoped for it, but now it's actually happening.
It actually requires us to have a whole new branching dialogue system. If you happen to have Genji and Mercy in the second
What if they
mission of
gave
the game,
Genji
you
a
might
Supreme
get different
sweatshirt?
dialogue that's about their relationship.
What if they made him drip Genji?
Our voice actors bring the characters to life in ways that everybody has fallen in love with, from inside Blizzard to the fans. Just to hear this collection of actors all together, all interacting, has been a real treat.
You always got to wheel out the right voice actor.
Oh, hell yeah.
I wish people could see how many people are involved when it comes to something like telling the story of Overwatch. It doesn't just come from a singular person. It comes from a group, and it's a really talented, fun group that all works together.
We've been developing what we hope is one of the best stories ever. There's some key story moments that I'm really excited about, and I really can't wait to see how people react to it.
I will be shocked to see if any of these story events will be like legitimately good, but
give us the date. Give us the date.
We've been talking
Give us the date, you
about
cowards.
the game, about this universe. I know you all love it so much.
They're playing the sad music, which
Right
means we're
now,
not getting
we
news.
can sit down and have a night of Overwatch 2 and have it be a really fun experience. And I think we need some more time till we can.
There it is! Here it comes! Here it comes! Here it
We've
comes!
made such incredible strides since we first announced this and showed it to
No.
the community at Blizzcon in
No.
2019.
Here it comes.
The thing that I'm most excited about is that moment when we hand the game over to the players.
We want to create
That's
something
a
that
wall
really
ride.
moves people, really touches people.
That's why we do it. We create the game because we want it to become part of your life and for you to experience it.
When are we going to experience it?
Pausing.
For Overwatch 2, we're upping the bar.
5 games in one.
5 games in one. It's a huge undertaking.
It's the
new
Star
tech
Citizen of
and the new
Blizzard.
aesthetics for the new looks bring you closer to the characters that you love, and we're just getting started.
We're just getting started.
We're getting started.
We're just getting started! We're just getting started!
Making cinematic.
Not good! Not good!
I just want one game. I don't need 5. I just need one.
We want this dynamic world. We want things to feel alive.
I'm really looking forward to being able to expand the world of Overwatch for our players.
What about the expand the world
We're really
of
trying
my
to tell
world?
This epic story.
Expand the release date.
Expanding the
To
release
make the
date.
game great, it takes time, energy, collaboration.
We have just an incredibly professional
Just say
team
winter
of designers
this year,
and artists
please.
and engineers.
We just love bringing this world to you guys.
A year.
Cool
A
characters.
year.
It's
A year
just
that's not the
blast working on
2024
it.
that I saw.
Our
right?
goal
That's all I
is
want.
for
That's all I wanna
Overwatch 2 to be
year.
the worthy successor
decade.
to the first
Date?
game. To
Date?
be the next evolution and
Date?
be a true sequel.
We have big plans. So thank you for sticking
Wait, it
with
might
us.
be coming up.
We're gonna cross the
Finish
finish
line?
line, and I know it's gonna be awesome.
I hope people just end up loving playing it over and over.
That's what we want to try and capture. I'm jumping in. I'm playing. Let's go be heroes.
God damn it!
No!
Nothing.
No! 3 gold loot boxes! Fuck.
With the rain heart skins.
Come on, man. Just a rough date would have been nice.
Dolby is a proud partner of BlizzConline. Watch Shock versus the World in Dolby Vision and
Wait, that's
Dolby
Zoe.
Atmos,
That's
only
Zoe.
in the Dolby Access app. Coca-Cola, the official refreshment of
give us the release
BlizzConline.
Yeah, right.
Who's ready for some fireworks?
You'll
like this one.
Well,
because we didn't get a release date.
They want this to be part of our lives, so they're making sure to release it when the previous generation of people that played it will all be dead, so they won't remember the first Overwatch. And so there'll just be a brand new experience for the
Like,
Gen
wow,
Z.
brand new game. That's crazy. I wonder why
It'll be like a brand new IP.
Rally at my position. I feel unstoppable.
Surely we put over for Cyberpunk. They're not going to give a release date until they're ready. Well, first of all, I didn't learn anything from Cyberpunk because I had no expectation for that game, and I'm not going to buy it. So, I never had any expectation for Cyberpunk. But, yeah, they're probably not going to put a release date out. So, I imagine.
Give me your best shot.
Have you played Valheim at all?
I have not. ZP's been pestering me for like weeks to play it, though.
Yeah, I love it. don't know if you guys have been playing it.
I am not though. But also, even if I wanted to, I couldn't recently because I had no power.
You're playing Valheim in real life.
Yeah, I played Valheim in real life. Just trying to live.
It's really cool. I really enjoyed it. And I don't typically go for survival games.
Lights out. I've still got it.
I'm still pausing.
I don't think we're gonna get anything. I think that's it.
Not anymore. That is it. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Oh, come on, man. Just a rough date, like
That was
early
it, huh?
2022 or something.
I'm about to go into self-induced coma and make
Guys,
sure they wake me up when
they
Overwatch
put me.
gets
They're
released.
gonna put you in the Mayhem Stasis labs, and they're gonna wake you up.
I would like to
They
publicly
gotta
announce that I
preserve the
want
gameplay
Widow to
ability of the team
destroyed
until
or lead to
Overwatch
death.
comes out.
Thank
They're gonna put all the players in stasis.
Okay,
and feel like
That's very good.
All right, well,
Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's all agree. Let's not do it. Let's not. Let's not.
What is that tweet?
No, let's not do it. Don't do it. Just don't. I'm gonna
Al
retweet it.
season 6 is going to be lit.
Let's not do it.
Hello and welcome to
Let's not do it.
Blizzconline. My name is Andrea
Let's
Toya.
all agree.
I'm the senior
Well, so I guess
it's my great
is
honor
it
and
just
privilege
are we done with
to
any
be part of
Overwatch actual
finding all the
Overwatch
great voices
news?
for your favorite games and
That's
bringing
it.
them to life in the studio.
It's now just
And
like
today,
panels and such.
I'm losing my
It's,
mind with joy
voice actors
because
and-
I'm in
yeah.
shock that we get to do yet another
Who are
voice
cool,
actor
just-
panel.
But we got
Voices in
King's Row and a
Overwatch,
half,
featuring
huh?
our beloved characters from our most beloved
All right,
games.
Mariposa, what do you
I know
want?
it's
What do you want with
crazy
this
times,
tweet?
I know it's uncertain and scary and hard, but just know that we at Blizzard and all of our actors and people that we
Okay,
work
I'll
with
give you a
think of
like.
you and love you
I'll give you a
every
like.
day, and I know that you know that I mean that.
Taylor
So
tweet.
here we are now with Voices of Overwatch. And on top of that, I want to tell you something else because I feel like I have to talk about this. Look what they've. Can you see? I hope
I
the
cannot
camera
believe they
gets
actually
what they've done. The
Well-
books,
Made
the
King's Row
plants, the table, those are the
remastered.
exact chairs I
Mine
want.
is funny. Okay, I'm just gonna click on everyone's here, huh?
There's
Okay,
a
Artemis, let's see.
fireplace. They love you so much and believe in us and this voice actor panel so much they did this. So I just want to give
You're down
mad
bad, huh?
gratitude and love to the Blizzard
Down bad.
team because
We're
they
all
did
down
this.
bad
They gave us this
here.
space and they're giving us this time because they
We're all
know
down
that without
bad.
you, those of you who care about the voice actor panels, none of us would
I
be
guess
here.
we'll have to
retweet it
continue
So
to
I love you.
pause
Thank you
until
for joining. I
an
hope it's a
official
great
date.
panel.
I will
We've
say
got a
I
great
did like
show
everything
ahead.
I saw.
And welcome.
Yeah, I mean, like
Voice
the thing is,
Overwatch
it's never
voice
like
actor
bad.
for BlizzConline.
It's never
I mean,
bad. It's
I
just
wish you were
it's
here right now because
it's like
I
space
literally
travel.
got chills.
This is really cool. I'll be dead
Look
before
around
it's
the room,
I get to
please.
experience it.
Yeah.
I'll be dead
I
before I
just-
get to
it just seems
experience
like a
it.
dream.
Before I get to
Not
see
so
Mars.
real till we
You
go
know, it's like
on
it's all
tonight.
cool what I'm
You
seeing,
guys,
but I mean,
usually I like to do my big
like does
surprise
I mean, you
behind door
know,
number one, but unless they walk through the library,
I am
it wasn't
hoping
gonna
that it.
work. So
I
here's the
am
grand reveal of all
optimistic
of our wonderful
in a way for it because it seems like they are
thank you
doing
to
cool things.
everybody
That
on
I
the
just hope they
stage,
make it
but
in like a
let me go
somewhat
through
timely
introductions
fashion
just to kind of get us all on the same page.
because everyone else
So,
has
of
managed to make
course,
games.
We could not have an
So-
Overwatch panel without the mayor
Everyone
of
else has
BlizzCon
managed to get
himself.
their games.
Everyone else has managed to make their games.
DePaul, also
So-
Cyberpunk worked on that
Reinhardt,
shit for
there we
what,
go.
8 years? And
Yeah. And sometimes, like, you know, I mean, and that's the worry, right? Is that, like, if you have a huge amalgamation of ideas, you might just, like, never reach any of them necessarily. So
That's right. I forgot to say you guys have to clap for us because usually you're right
maybe
in front of
maybe
me,
they'll
big
do,
smile
maybe they'll
face,
add
but
content
you
for.
gotta promise me that you're clapping at home, please. And then of course we have to have our beloved.
Maybe they'll add content for.
We have to have Soldier 76, also known as Fred Tatasciore.
Oh my
Maybe they'll put content in the base.
I'm really glad that you let me use my apartment.
This
Oh my
fucking
goodness.
guy.
And of course our beloved.
So realistically,
female, totally kick-ass and wonderful in the game.
the
My
earliest
delicious
time for like an
diva, also
Overwatch 2
known as Charlotte
release would be
Chung.
next BlizzCon, right? Like
Oh,
assuming
I see.
they just like
And then, I mean,
go
again,
big
I mean,
dick next
If I
BlizzCon.
had
Maybe.
my way, I'd have the whole cast on
Like
stage.
now,
Because
you
you're
can
already
download it
know,
after right
having
after
to work with the
BlizzCon.
Overwatch
You know?
team and
You
shoot
are
is
aware that
so
we're
difficult.
probably going to end up
But
with
we just had to
Blizzconline
get the
again
ones
next
we all- we
year.
love them all,
They're not
but
gonna, I don't
this
think
is
they're going to
what we
do a
ended up
physical
with. We've got our
BlizzCon next.
fabulous-
We've got enough one of these
Yeah.
before the next
Fabulous.
one.
You think so?
I don't really think you guys
I think we
have
get
done
another
that much
BlizzConline before we get a
new.
physical BlizzCon.
I think we could theoretically get another BlizzCon, a physical, because we're doing actually all right with vaccinations.
Yeah,
so.
I was like for the US at least. I think
We're doing
vaccine-
pretty good with vaccinations, honestly now.
So's the UK, but is it really worth the risk at that point?
A year from now, I think we'll be good.
What do you mean a year from now? Because if they were going to do a physical BlizzCon, they'd do it in November. They wouldn't do it in February.
Yeah, no, not this year. You're right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We'll get a BlizzCon. I think we'll get a BlizzConline equivalent maybe late this year, or they'll do it again in Feb, and then we'll have you'll have actual BlizzCon in November 2022.
I think regardless of if it's physical or not, I just meant like the next BlizzCon online or. I think that's the earliest possible release date.
Jeff Chamberlain.
And I,
so this is Jeff Chamberlain. Jeff,
who knows?
Wait, there's a different Jeff. They baited us. He started as like Jeff, and there's like Chamberlain, and then it's like, well, okay.
I need to tell you I love you more, Jeff. But because Jeff and I have worked together for so long, I remember you and I in early start.
Not my Jeff.
Together. I mean, we go way back. We're OGs together.
Ultraviolet will be in the league before this game comes out. Sugar Free will be eligible to play in Overwatch League.
That's what they're doing. They're waiting so Sugar.
They're waiting for Overwatch 2 so Sugar Free can be of age.
He's got to stay extra safe for his family, otherwise.
Jeff Demastered. Is that Jeff Demastered?
So I'm really.
I just like. I really want now though, like in the next year they release Overwatch Remastered and it's just like the same game but with like weather effects. It's like the same thing.
It's been crazy.
I think that would be funny.
Oh, we've added Anubis. We've changed nothing, but now there's RNG sandstorms that get in your way.
There's RNG sandstorms and it can like blind you on the screen for a while. There's no way to turn them off.
It's like flashbangs.
Cloth tech.
You gotta stay joyful. I mean, this has been a time of.
Imagine if you could die your cloth in the game.
Nitro's son will be pro now before Overwatch 2 comes out. Yeah, Nitro's newly born son.
On the street and waving from a distance. It's sharing our,
well,
that's what I love.
What are some positives though that we can take away?
Well, the sound design looks
really
real, and the graphics are just ridiculous.
I was like, what they showed was really polished. Like, I really like it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
a lot
good.
of effort being. Like, it's not like they're just. It seems like they're putting a ton of effort behind.
We got more maps. Seems like they did more map stuff. They had some more maps. They've said that they could remove 2CP entirely from the game.
That's also good.
Think about that, huh? Have you ever been so defeated by the game mode you created, you remove it from the sequel? Have you ever been so defeated and forcing it in your league to the point where you just remove it in the sequel? Like, they tried to make it work, and it was literally just Mean Girls. Stop trying to make 2CP work. It's not gonna work. And that's what happened. That's what just happened with Overwatch 2, maybe.
And it's
so,
Zoom
you know,
Overwatch has progressed past the need for 2CP.
And David
I can give you
Burns,
that.
Dr. Poindexter, and going back to what I did in college when I had no friends. But
I think they needed a year. They needed to just commit to a year. If they would have just like dropped a 2022.
That world was the world I liked.
Does this mean Shock will never lose on Hanamura again? Imagine they remove 2CP so Shock can never lose on that map. Maybe. It's very possible. What's up, SI?
I'm just a big mouth stupid.
SI with the raid. What's up, SI? Were you watching BlizzCon?
You know
what? We were watching BlizzCon.
Always. And we
And,
found
it's
Photoshop. It's Photoshop.
Dude, I have no food in this house left either, and I don't think my grocery store near me has been restocked yet either. So I'm gonna have to go find some. I'm hoping my local pizza place
You'll look amazing. It's gonna be
is open.
Overwatch sleepover next time. Yeah.
Joshin with the 21 months on a 20-month streak. What's up, Joshin?
Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of BlizzCon.
Goodbye, Trid. Well,
my sister
I'm gonna get. Does anyone here like spinach pizza?
And I'll call her and I'll say, hey, I want this, and I order it.
I'm potentially gonna get spinach pizza.
Because business
just
has been
what else
with
like, spinach?
Give me this.
No. Yes. No.
He moved to San Antonio.
No. Yes.
He's been in Texas.
R1188, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that.
We do not like getting into about stuff.
You guys don't like spinach pizza? Spinach pizza slaps.
Like,
it slaps.
Spinach?
Like spinach Alfredo. It's spinach Alfredo pizza.
That's right.
Okay.
So he would like
spinach Alfredo pizza. Good night, Xenos.
You look amazing.
Yes.
You
but bow ties are good on you as well.
It slaps, guys. And it's not that bad. And I don't feel as bad eating it because it has spinach on it, you know?
Many people say that.
Yeah, it's true. Well, how's everybody else? How's everybody doing?
You know, that's
hanging in.
Yeah.
Mariposa, thank you for the
I really like artichoke pizza.
Yeah.
Forage for berries. Well, I still have some bananas left, and I have 3 potatoes, like 3 small golden potatoes left.
My wife and I have been having a
Moon 2 with a tier 1, thank you. And Bing Bong for 22 months, and Bing Bong OW for the 7 months, thank you. Also, I'm not ABK. Can we get stuffed crust spinach pizza? Yes, Cameron, we can. We get stuffed. That's my roommate asking. We can get stuffed crust
the virus.
Spinach pizza.
And,
You have to get a large, but if you get a large, you can get stuffed crust.
Happened, but,
I make spinach Alfredo pasta with crispy pancetta, and that slaps. That actually does sound like it does pretty slap here. You actually have pancetta though? You're able to find real pancetta? I can't find pancetta anywhere in the U.S.
That is some bougie pizza.
It's been a real blessing.
That's a pasta.
And like you, getting into all the stuff. That,
another year, another cooking.
Was passion for me early on.
Well, there's no apparently.
I love the David Byrne.
They put pancetta on their pizza. I was like, holy shit.
In New York, it's easy to find. That might be the problem. I don't live in New York.
There's just so many things. So it's been
well,
is
there anything else we should try to watch, Albert, or are we just like?
We both live downtown, and we would catch
My
each other
question
at
is
the
why
Y.
not just
I don't know. You got the streamer pack? Are there any streamer pack exclusives that?
I used to live around the corner.
No, not that I can think of. There's nothing else I'm really interested in.
21.
I use Boar's Head Q Pancetta. Oh, that's an option. I do. My one big. Honestly, I liked what I saw. I'm just gonna say they need to do something for Overwatch. Like they need to have content for the game. The game is just getting hard lapped. Like right now, Overwatch is that one kid. He's like the kid in middle school. It was like me. I wasn't like big, but I wasn't skinny either, and so everyone lapped me really hard on the track, and I wasn't like the worst, but I wasn't even close to the best. Overwatch is getting lapped. It's getting hard lapped by every other live service.
Yeah, but Overwatch 2 is like the don't make fun of, be careful who you make fun of in middle school.
I mean, maybe, but like they need to have content for it still. You can't have a live service game with no content. You just can't. You can't do it.
Rank season every 3 months. What do you mean?
Yeah, new rank season, and the which they give you tier 1.
Yep. We need more coins. We need more,
Honestly, legitimately, I would almost be okay with an Overwatch, like if they unironically said Overwatch Remastered. What I think would be stupid as fuck, yes, but at least there'd be something. So, but I will admit, I do like I think the balancing, like they're doing good with balancing relatively frequently compared to what they used to though. But
now they don't have any new heroes.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything.
Interactions to worry about.
They all they have to do is balance. That's all they can do. No new maps, no new characters. All I can do is balance.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and going through
all
that through the pandemic has been an
it seems like they're still working on new skins, but other than that, there's like nothing too of substance. Not that skins are much substance anyways.
If you want to prep yourself for Overwatch 2, play Destiny 2. I'm not Flame. I don't play Destiny 2.
Flame is, he must be rank 1 in Destiny 2 by now, bro.
Yeah. When Overwatch 2 comes out, Overwatch will be perfectly balanced, resetting the cycle. So like Overwatch has like the Overwatch 1 at the base game has like the perfect balance we've ever seen, and then they release Overwatch 2 and it's just a fucking disaster.
I mean, they have the balance around, or they're choosing to balance around double fire strikes and.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we're assuming that's in PvE and not PvP though. So.
I thought the 2 fire strikes was PvP.
Was that?
It looked like PvP. Yeah.
Because they were discussing that in the PvP section.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really tempted to see how those like role-based passives work. You know, like tanks will get booped less, and you'll get less ult charge from shooting tanks.
Yeah.
And like, how do you expand that to each of the roles, right? Like, how do you even make that work necessarily? Because like tanks are the ones that are by far the most like hampered in an FPS because of their design. Because they're just so big, you know, and they can't be too strong because they have so much health and so much utility. So it's like, I wonder how you even balance a skill-based passive with the DPS and support roles, because of the fact that like they already are relatively balanced within the context of like an FPS outside of like their utility.
What was the passive for the support? I don't.
They didn't list it. They didn't list it.
Yeah,
I don't think,
they
right?
did.
Did they? What was it?
Yeah, it was you passively heal when you're out of combat. So like Ana can heal herself now.
Oh, so every
so it's like a mercy passive. Basically.
But that's I kind of think that's like not necessarily good. Right?
Yeah.
Because imagine a fight where you kill one healer and the Ana's the only one left, and then like the fight can still finish, but like Ana could like heal herself. You know, doesn't that inherently make supports harder to kill?
You have to be out of combat.
Well,
but what's the definition for out of combat?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's just what they said.
I'm just gonna mute this.
I do think that correctly like incentivizes what you're supposed to do in the situation, which is kill the last remaining healer.
Yeah.
That should always be like.
But I mean, the thing is, isn't that just like general incentivization, anyways, right? Unless you're talking about like for more casual play. Like everyone's always gonna.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't see a problem with that because you should like at the highest level you should you kill one support. You should be going after the other support to guarantee.
The point being more than I'm just interested to see how they balance that, right? Like,
yeah,
I'm just because like DPS and supports are by far like within the context of an FPS are far less like issue game design wise than a tank because a tank is so big and so bulky and has so much health. So
they made DPS faster. So I don't know how much faster.
They're gonna be faster.
Yeah, that was their DPS.
Tracer's gonna be faster.
Yeah.
Echo just
well, right?
Tracer's gonna be like Quicksilver, just big dick in your backline 24/7.
Yeah. I don't know how much faster, but yeah, they said it was faster. So fast they had to give Reinhardt 2 fire strikes to compensate.
Yeah, Reinhardt has to 360 shatter to stop Tracer. Well, that is interesting. I'm interested. I think all the changes for it look cool. All the stuff looks cool for it. And I don't even care. I honestly don't care that much that it would be far away if the game was just consistently given new content for the base game. But I do like how they're good with balancing. So I'm a lot less pessimistic than I was simply because they've been balancing so much more frequently. I just really wish they put some more content out there. That's the big thing. So it's a good tweet.
Like what type of content? Like casual content or like
I mean, I really wish they would have done more I wish they would have done more heroes and not like lock them up into Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
I wish they would actually have like new like things that happen like in their seasonal events in particular. Like I wish they wouldn't have locked up maps behind Overwatch 2 either. I don't know why we would have to lock up. Why do we have to lock up all the two most important content aspects for the game? Heroes and maps.
I mean, I just think I don't know. Kanazaga just should not have been a deathmatch map. Like they should have released like an actual game mode that competitive game mode map.
I feel like gameplay greater than content work for CS:GO. Well, that doesn't really. It's not really equivalent because CS:GO there's not heroes. There's no heroes in CS:GO. Everyone's playing the same game. It's not really the same. And also on top of that, overall CS like the gameplay loop is like super established and it's a franchise that spanned like years and years and years. And also, yes, CS:GO is free to play. So, and Overwatch is not. If you're going to have a game that people have to buy, you have to release new content to attract people to keep buying it. Like to get new people to play it. So, I think like if they're not going to add new content, they should make that like free to play.